Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is Brother Gabriel al-Romani. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you. As you've seen, I started a series on, I'm approaching 18 years into Islam. Just some of the things that I've seen along the path, some of the challenges, just sharing with you. Also coinciding slowly with the release of my book, Journal of a New Muslim, which is going to come out at the end of this year or beginning of next year, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So one of the things that kept me going strong in the deen, in Islam, I was talking to some of the revert or convert brothers, was going to the masjid. You see behind me a masjid. The masjid has to be, you have to be attached to it. Your heart has to be attached to it. The masjid has to be part and parcel of your daily life. Because see, in Islam, it's not about you pray to Allah. It is iqamatul salah, wa aqimus salah, wa atuz zakah. Aqimus salah is establishing a system of prayers, not just praying. It is that your life revolves around the salah. And of course, the salah revolves around the masjid. Now we know the Prophet ﷺ said that praying in jama'ah in the masjid is 27 times more rewarding than praying alone. So definitely one of the key elements in my iman, staying intact to an extent, was the masjid. Pushing myself to go to the masjid, literally fighting with my own self, my nafs, to go to the mosque, to be with the community, with all the differences that we have, with all the issues, the cultural things. And even as a white man convert, I did suffer some alienation and some differences, sometimes the community and understanding and what I learned versus what I saw. But I believe, and my advice to the new Muslims is, keep going. Don't let these blemishes push you away from the masjid. I know a lot of converts and reverts who get upset at what happens in the community. They see some disagreement or some differences in what's in the books, the theoretical Islam versus what's practical Islam, what people do, the cultural Islam, and then they say, I'm not going to come to the masjid anymore. I don't want to do with the masjid anymore. No, the masjid is, remember, the first thing that the Prophet ﷺ did when he went to Medina was build the masjid. Okay, the first and most important thing is to gather the community together to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam is not just about what I want. Someone sent me a message who says that, why can I just have it my Islam or my way, the way I feel? And I said, if you feel and they feel and this one feels, everyone feels differently, never will humanity unite. And that's why Islam is submission, sujood, that you make masjid from sujood, to make sujood, a place to make sujood, is about submission. And me, you, her, this one, that one, everyone submits, even when they don't like certain things. They submit their will to the will of Allah. This is what Islam means. So no matter what you think or what I think or what she thinks or he thinks, it doesn't matter in the end. It's about how you submit to your Lord and Creator. And the truth is bitter most of the times. You cannot have a Western Islam, an Eastern Islam, an Indian, Pakistani Islam, an Arab Islam. It has to be one Islam. And it is by submitting your everything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the best place, of course, to do it is the masjid. The masjid played a fundamental role in me staying as a Muslim, going through all the hardships, the difficulties, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, the learning curve and everything, especially at the beginning of Islam. The first 3 years, 3 to 5 years, I would say, are very, very important. Stick to the masjid, stick to the community, go and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not give up. وَأَنَّ الْمَسَاجِدَ لِلَّهِ فَلَا تَدْعُوا مَعَ اللَّهِ أَحَدًا. Indeed, the masajid belong to Allah, so do not associate anyone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. Make sure you click the link in the description to support the da'wah and more of these videos. Become a patron, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.